Blessed Lord, we do give thanks for life and the mighty life given. We give thanks for all good things around us are basically sent from Zion above. So we praise for his divine love, for his sincere love. Give thanks for God is good, and give thanks definitely that his mercies are ever here with I and I. Definitely we give thanks for the divine nature of man and the divine nature of woman. Give thanks for all those of you who are with us from Tanzania. Blessings from Tanzania. Give thanks, honorable blessings to the Africans. Daniel Forbes, give thanks, honorable, give thanks. All those of you who are live with us here in St. Lucia, give thanks for all those who are live with us from all over the world. So send us a blessing and tell us exactly where it is that you are contacting us from. So send us a blessing and say where you are contacting us from. So we give thanks for all those people who are Canada checked in. Give thanks, honorable, for those that are with us, and give thanks for all our lovely, beautiful people here in St. Lucia. Give thanks, Vancouver Massive, blessed love, blessings from Plateau, Babu No, Ganja Talk. Give thanks, Ras Jalani, honorable, my beloved elder brother, father, uncle, brethren. Give thanks. I'm from Georgia but currently in Japan. Oh, give thanks, definitely. Give thanks, Liverpool, UK, blessings. Kio, oh, you must be from Pakabwit there, checking on us there. Give thanks, honorable Jamaica. Give thanks, Maryland. Give thanks, South Carolina. Give thanks for all those who are with us, Goddess Ethiopia, Zion, MKRC. Give thanks for all those who are Brooklyn. Give thanks for all those who are with us. Welcome. Welcome to the Food of Seven. It's the space whereby we, UK, is all the love. Give thanks. Give thanks for all those of you who are with us live on the Food of Seven, where our food is not just a FOOD, St. Lucia 40 Roses. Give thanks, but the food of seven, which is basically a food that is for the entire man, the complete man. You know, and yes, give thanks, Belize. Give thanks, Los Angeles. Los Angeles. Okay, Los Angeles. Give thanks, all those of you who are with us live on Instagram and those on YouTube, and also our beloved people right here in St. Lucia. Definitely we are live tonight on Calabash Television, and also we are live on Instagram, on Facebook, and also we are live on YouTube, and definitely would like to just welcome you into the realms, you know. And tonight what I would love to actually invoke, you know, $5 bitch, give thanks, right? What I'd like to really invoke into I and I as a people is that that spirit of like self-care. Yes, Brooklyn, Princess Maya, give thanks, honorable. That spirit of self-care, there is a spirit of self-care. There is that kind of you know, we used to call it self-love, you know. Now that I'm in the world, everyone in the world is talking about self-love now. So I think that probably enough people have spoken of the words, what they refer to as self-love. So I will refer to as self-care, the process of just caring for self. And it is very important because what we must understand is that the world in every essence, like people, the great majority, all the people that you see in the nice crisp looking suits and nice dress uniforms, and you know, the world has lots of evil people, you know, a lot of evil people, you know. So don't be deceived and believe that the only people that are doing wickedness is so-called when you see a murder there, or they kill a man, or a man get shot, you know, or this man gets shot over there, or this man gets stabbed and this man die. And then you might be considering that that is the wickedness, or particularly like for St. Lucia, uniquely for St. Lucia, you would feel that in particular that, oh, lots of crime in St. Lucia, and da, 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 and people are killing people, and da, 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 you know, and people don't care, and da, 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 da. But I mean, you see, the people that actually perish from such violence, you know, are a minute, very minute quantity of the amount of wickedness that people is actually perpetuating. You know, so when you are in this space called the world, you understand, and then based upon your perspective, that means that where it is that you are coming from, you would have like I would say you would call this a pre-programmed, a predisposition of being biased. Blessed love Zion on me, honorable, give thanks. Being biased. You know, so you're biased based upon your own perception, your own perceptive, what life is, what life's supposed to be. So so you have your own little biases and so on and so on. There are a lot of people who just don't care. I'm talking about like people who might be working at the bank and have the nice crisp suit, you know, and to tell you the truth, they might run over somebody on the road and they just won't care. They won't even care. They would just drive on, you know, and because there are decisions that these people actually take on a day-to-day level, day-to-day basis, that people just don't care, you know, and it might seem like as if it is like an external problem. So you looking from the outside of people might believe like people have a problem, people don't care. When you begin to realize or recognize the fact that there is a lack of caring, literally, like care, you just care. Okay, someone is going through a situation, they ask you for some help and you care. Or you might see like someone carrying 2 bags of groceries and then you might give them a hand because you care. Or, you know, you might see someone who's hungry and you might give them a little strength because you care, right? Or, you know, I mean, there are plenty of things that you would do just because you care. You care. I'm not talking about love. I'm not talking about love. You know, so, you know, say, okay, yeah, self-love, 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 self-love. You know, I'm talking about caring, you know, being able to care, being able to just feel for someone else, whatever they are going through, and then you are able to actually give them an assistance, give them some upliftment, you know, make them feel a bit better, lighten up the weight that they are carrying. If they have a pain, you could actually give them something and the pain could be less. You know, just caring. And what it is that we have come to realize, or real truths, to comprehend, is the fact that the great majority of people have no care for self. I'm not even talking about like, I'm not talking about love, you know, because God is love. You know, every thing with life has love in it, and if God is life, then God is love, and everything that have God in it is supposed to have some level of love. But even beneath that love, you don't have to love somebody just to care. You know, you could care what someone is going through, you know, You could care for that person. You don't have to love the person. You just care. Okay, all right, this person is having some difficulty to cross the road, so you don't have to know the person. You just care that it's an elderly person, and then you're just helping them, and they helping them to cross the road. Cross the road. Okay, all right. Okay, give thanks. Okay, all right. Boom. You help them to cross the road because you care, not because you love. You know, I am just in the earthly realms of stuff. I'm just talking about, because there's a higher level where care and love intermingles and becomes one, because it's all I and I, it's all oneness. But that level of caring, you know, someone in the chat said empathy, right? But I'm using the word care. To be able to just show that love, whereby, okay, well, you feel for someone and you understand what they're going through, and then you could actually, I'm sure that level of love and affection demonstrate how it is that you could actually become of help, of benefit to that particular individual, just because you actually just care. People don't have what you call self-care. I'm talking about something that is beneath. So people are so far. So you're not even looking at love yourself and self-love. I love myself. You know, just caring for self. Some basic principles that people are supposed to actually be able to manifest, to ritualize, to repeat every single day, just because they care about themselves, meaning that they are going to take certain actions, whatever it is that they are going to be doing on a day-to-day basis, is because they care. So we are appealing to the nature of man and woman, God and goddess of creation, to care about just care about yourself and care for yourself. Because it is virtually and realistically impossible it would be virtually impossible that you could care for anyone else if you cannot care for self, because you could only give what you have. It's out of your own abundance you could actually give. So there are simple little things that you could do just because you care about yourself. So because you care, you're going to ensure that you rest. So you say, well, okay, well, I'll take a rest. So you're just caring for self. So you know the physical structure need to rest. So you're going to take a little rest. You know that the physical structure needs probably to drink some fresh water. So because you care about yourself, right, you're going to care enough, right, just to ensure that you drink water. Then you're going to care enough to care what type of water is it that you are drinking, because you are just caring, you know, just caring, you just care. It's of significance. It's of importance. It's very, very important. So you tell somebody, I care about you. So it means that, oh, I care about the house, or I care about the water, or I care about the sea and the sky and the sun. The fact that you care about yourself, that you care enough to know, well, you're taking care of yourself, so you're going to be drinking some water because you care. You would also be careful what type of water it is that you are drinking, because you're full of care. You're so full of care now that you're careful. You know, you're careful. Yeah, man, you're careful because you're full of care. All right, so then it becomes very important, the type of water that you put within your physical structure. So you could say, well, whether you're going to drink a tap water, whether you're going to be drinking some spring water, whether it is you're going to be drinking some purified water, whether you're going to be drinking some rain water, but to the level of care that you have for yourself. I'm just talking about physical care. something tangible, something that you could see, something that you could actually ritualize, something that you could actually just write down. Okay, I'm gonna care for myself. Okay, all right, I'm gonna make sure I rest, I drink water. But what water? I have to drink some nice spring water. Okay, right. Then okay, all right. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna feast on some wonderful food. Okay, but because you care because you careful now, you care so much, you careful. So that means that you are beginning to critically analyze everything about yourself just because you are caring for you. You're caring for self. I'm not even talking about that aspect of love, right? Because sometimes people confuse love, you know. So we're just talking about care. So you're just caring. So, oh, he's a caring person. That means that he demonstrates a lot of care for other living entities. So we are living in a space whereby people don't take care of themselves. They just don't take care of themselves. You see, like young sisters and you know young brothers, and their faces just covered with liver spots and fungus, and and people just comfortable, just being sick, and comfortable being obese, comfortable being diabetic, comfortable, just comfortable, and they just live in that state of comfort, of something that is really uncomfortable, because they just don't care. They don't care. So when we see high levels of like violent crimes, when people just shooting people and in the head, and then you might believe like these are criminals, but the common man and woman, they don't care. The same, they really don't care. It might, the weapon that they might be using to destroy themselves or to destroy somebody else might not be a gun, but it will be another type of weapon that whatever that they do is going to be destroying either themselves or someone else. So people don't care. People don't care so much about themselves that they would be continually repeating actions that would lead to their own detriment. So you don't care about yourself so much that you'd be doing, because you don't care, I'm telling you, a lot of people just don't care, That's why I'm telling you that when it is that you are making a decision for yourself, for your life, how you want to live your life, right? However that you want to live your life, you should not really make it matter too much what other people think about it, because people don't care. People would actually repeat actions that they know that is going to be detrimental to themselves. Let's say someone has a sinus problem, and every time they eat cheese or eat dairy, cow's milk dairy, and they'll be snocking up because they just clogged up with mucus. They know that whenever they eat cheese and whenever they eat ice cream and chocolates, right, they're gonna get sick. But they're going to be repeating that over and over and over and over again. They really don't care. They don't care. They don't care that to the extent that they are consuming the very thing that is actually leading to their own detriment. Then someone else might be diabetic, and they They are aware that soft drinks, and they are aware that Coca-Cola and Sprite and all these different things there, it's bad for them. They are fully aware of all these things there. And these people would literally, right, hide the soft drink. You know, someone that's a diabetic, you know, they're diabetic. You know, they would hide that soft drink under the bed, hide the junk foods and the fried foods and all these different things there underneath the bed, and wait until people gone to sneak and drink it when they know that it's gonna get them blind, you know. But they don't care. They don't care. Right? So you tell someone that, my sister, you have to let go. You have to forgive. My brother, you have to forgive. You have to let go. Sister, come on, let go. If you hold on to that trauma, if you hold on to that negativity, if you hold on to that kind of badness and vexation of spirit, right? That vengeful spirit, you're going to grow tumors in your breast and get breast cancer. You're going to. Then they will tell you, priest, you know, it's easier said than done. And I will tell them, it's easier done than said. If it is that people actually just care of themselves, I'm just talking about simple care, meaning that we are not talking about loving and okay, I love myself, or I'm not talking about all them kind of lovey-dovey talk. I'm just talking about simple care. You see somebody just come in there, she carry, you know, she, S-H-E-C-A-R-E, carry, you see, care. You care, she cares. So we are in a space and time continuum whereby people have moved so far away. So you cannot even, okay, to get to the self-love level, come on, you have to get to the self-care level. Just simple basic care, right? So you are, so it's just like a reptile, you know. So a reptile, if you operate like a reptile, the reptile will ensure that it eats, it procreates, right? That, you know, and the rest just survive, just stay alive and survive. And the reptile, the insect, the insect, the amphibians, all mammals, you know, bacteria, virus, worms, parasites, every single being, trees, are inclined to their very survival and their prosperity and their longevity. Right? So from a monkey, right, to a bacteria, they care enough to a reptile, a snake, a lizard, to know exactly what to eat, when to eat, to rest, to reproduce, and to maintain that cyclical level of their own longevity, their own continuity. But as man, the man that's supposed to have dominion over everything, that man don't even care enough to do things that. So you think that a lizard, right? A lizard, I'm talking about a lizard. You think that if a lizard knows that this thing there is gonna kill it, the lizard gonna, no, the lizard would just sparse and see this and just move away from that. The lizard wouldn't eat that. Right? You could poison a rat once if a poison, and the rat, when the rat sees that and the rat check that, the rat wouldn't eat that. The rat want to stay alive. You know? But man and woman have gotten to an extent of living whereby they have no care. They just don't care. So you don't even care about yourself enough to just ensure that the basics, the basic necessities to ensure your longevity, your survival, your prosperity. These things they are actually met. So you know you eat good, you rest good, you have food, you have clothing, you have shelter. You know you're good. You know? On the contrary, people deliberately participate in activities that is going to be detrimental to them. So they say, well, up to 80% of deaths okay, let's say 70%. Up to 70% of deaths are from what you call non-communicable chronic lifestyle diseases. Okay, non-communicable chronic diseases. So you're talking about the great majority of people that die. They die from non-communicable chronic diseases. Non-communicable, NCCD. Non-communicable chronic diseases like diabetes, like heart disease, like high blood pressure, like, you know, any of these type of conditions there. You know, like cancer, like, you know, the majority of people die from lifestyle diseases. So that means that the great majority of people, they don't die from communicable diseases. They don't die from like Ebola or corona or influenza, you know, or AIDS. You know, it's not, the majority of people don't die from communicable diseases. The great majority, 70%. If 100 people die, 70 of them, out of every 100 people that die, 70 of them are from non-communicable chronic diseases. What a thing, eh? That means that 70 of these people die because of their lifestyle. Because they are called lifestyle diseases. So you're telling me that the great majority of deaths emanate from how people care for themselves. The lifestyle that they choose to actually embrace. So, how is it then that you're going to expect for people to care about other people? That means that 70% of everyone don't care about nobody else, man. So out of every 100 people, you know, 70 of them don't care about nobody else. At least 70 of them, they don't care about no one else. Because caring begins for self. You have to care for yourself. So at the end of the day, when it comes to night, this program, I want you to take a time in and critically analyze how is it that you self-care. What do you do to care for yourself? How is it that you self-care? What is it that you do to care for you? And if it is that you care enough for self, that you are critically analyzing every activity, everything that you have done, oh my. Sister says some people are just lucky they could live anyhow and live to. They're not lucky. People don't get live to 100 and be lucky. No. You have to interview these people and find out how they live their life. People don't live to 100 and are lucky. You know, people who live to good old age, these people they do lots of things good. You know, and if it is that they could have done a lot more things better, they would have lived even longer, you know. So definitely we give thanks for life. Give thanks for all those of you who are alive with us on Instagram and give thanks for all those of you who are live with us on Calabash Television this evening. I mean, definitely we are taking the time out to just talk about self-care. You know, we are going to be open. I mean, that's why, you know, people, as I was at a place on Friday, and anyway, give thanks. That's why, you know, people don't care enough just to do the simplest things, you know. So care for yourself, like simple thing, like take care of your mouth, take care of your teeth, take care of your fingernails, take care of your skin, take care of your beard, you know, take care of your hair, you know, take care of your, you know, of your room, take care of your, you know, of your furniture, take care of your if you have a dog, take care of it, take care of your vehicle, take care of your whatever it is that pertains to you, take care of it. But it's supposed to come from the abundance of taking care of self. So take a time out and fully analyze the whole principles of what self-care is. And use a washcloth and smell nice. Yeah, you have to use a washcloth when you're bathing fully. Some people say some people just bathe with only wipes and just wipe off themselves with like disposable wipes and these type of things. People do them things. I'm telling you. But a good bath with fresh water is beautiful. We'll take an intercession now, as definitely as we are live on air with Calabash Television also. So it's time for an intercession. When we come again, we'll open up the lines and then we'll allow you to roll with the program. So your questions that you want to ask, whatever it is that you want to question us about, when we come again from the intercession, definitely we'll continue, as you know that we are live on television and also live on Instagram and live on YouTube. So when you come again, definitely we'll give you the numbers to call, so you could call and communicate with us right here in St. Lucia and give the people of St. Lucia some of the love and the care that you have for yourself. Give thanks, blessed, love. Yes, Instagram and YouTube. I mean, those of you who want to type in a question, definitely you can type a question now. And when we come again, we're just going to continue with answering these questions. Jadea. Give thanks, honorable sister. How you doing? I hope you're using your CMOS and your herbs. Give thanks for life. Princess Shekinah. Give thanks, princess. Yes, I give thanks, honorable. Give thanks. I pray you have a blessed night. Give thanks, honorable. Yes, I give thanks. Don Ross. Give thanks. Yes, Anukasa Dr. J. That's good. Blessed love, my brother. Give thanks. When you come again, definitely we're going to be taking in the calls. The number to call is 1758 451-9349, 1758 451-9349, and 1758-453-1730. Yes, I'm gonna give you your number so you could call live here in St. Lucia. I mean, you could could care enough, about the priest. You care about the priest enough to put a call on your phone and give us a call, not on Instagram, because it is just free, so you could actually give us a call on either this number, I just post one number, or the other number. Yes, give thanks, people of St. Lucia and people of the rest of the world. Give thanks. It's a privilege. Yes, India, Anya from Martinique. Give thanks, my beloved sister. I pray that the eye is well. Give thanks. So we put two numbers there, definitely, for those people who could call. The lines are definitely open up already. So we're talking about self-care. And if it is that you have any specific questions on how to care for self, you could actually talk about that. And then, we could go into the realms of it. So I'm gonna put my headset right in my ears there and listen for your calls, and based upon the calls, I would educate my people, and my people educate me. Yes, caller, blessed. Oh, give thanks, honorable. How are you doing? You know the people of St. Lucia has heard your voice, so you should bless them also. Give give thanks. So you're calling from Canada. If I were living in Canada, I would have probably been living in the mountains in Vancouver. Where there are plenty of fresh springs, and I drove through the mountains in Vancouver once, and I mean it's beautiful, and because the thing about it is that is at a point in my existence, I literally had to care for pre-scalage enough to actually live, from living in the city and having office and seeing patients in office and every day, and move about to just basically go into a space like in the mountains where I could have fresh air, fresh water, fresh everything, and then create the center that we have right now. So sometimes, just because you care of yourself, and you care enough that you want to be in that environment that is the best for your prosperity, for you to actually shine, or just for you to be happy and contented. It might be difficult, but sometimes it does mean that you have to take a step that might initially appear to be hard, but as time goes by, you would really fully understand the benefits of your action. So I'm so happy that um, that the I is calling from Canada, and I give thanks for that, for giving us that perspective of how things are. And I pray that that the Creator would send forth His love into Canada, and ensure that they guide and keep you, my sister. Melchio, give thanks. Heart of love, give thanks. So give thanks. So we had our sister here. Okay, yes, I know that you want to hear what the callers are saying, but it's in my earpiece. If we had a speaker probably in the studio, probably the calls could have come out, and then you could have heard the calls right from the mic here, because I just have my little phone here and doing the thing. It's not no whole heap of technological thing that we are doing. So as the sister is saying, the system, the way it is, the balance of self-care. Because if we overstand self-care, then we'd understand that we are microcosmo in a macrocosm, that I, right? When the Rastafari say I and I, knowing that, look, that the love of self means that you are loving everything else. That care for self means that you are caring for everything else. So that care for you, if you care enough for you, then you will ensure that you have fresh water, and you have fresh air, and then you have fresh everything, just because you care for yourself. So that care for self is that foundation for the care of anything else. Yes, caller, blessed. Give thanks. for stomach ulcer. All right, give thanks, my sister. Blessed. The sister is calling and asking about what to take for stomach ulcers. So stomach ulcers are basically one of two things that would normally give you an ulcer would be an H. pylori infection, which is like a Helicobacter pylori, which is basically a bacterial infection within the stomach that could actually lead to an ulcer and even lead to stomach cancer. Right, so that is one cause. So normally you would have to do a H. pylori test to see whether you are infected. Then you could use herbs like turmeric, which is chichima, which contains curcumine. You could also use things like gully root. You could use things like patchouli. You could use things like cime comptoir. You could use herbs like the neem. You could use all these herbs there. They have antimicrobial properties. And also ulcers would actually also emanate from what you call lots of stress. The more stressed you are, the slower your digestive system actually functions. No way that someone can eat a plate of food if they're hungry. So if you're hungry, no matter how hungry that you might be and you're hungry, you cannot eat when you're hungry, even if you're hungry. Impossible. Right? So definitely it is very important that you balance yourself. A brother is saying slippery elm. Okay, if you will get it, definitely. I'm just giving you the herbs right here from St. Lucia. Now, so first thing I tell anyone who comes in and to complain about stomach problems, I tell them ease off, stop stressing. Because when you are nervous, what happens is that your digestive system just stops. Period. If you are anxious, if you are upset, digestion is actually goes into like a non-necessary phase. So it's like a dog is chasing you, so there will be no need for your stomach to be secreting gastric juices for digestion to actually be taking place. Why? Because you are in a what you would call that phase of fight or flight or survival, right? So when you are stressed or upset, you are actually locking down your digestive system. So if you have food inside of your gut, it actually ferments, right, and regurgitates and begins to burn around your ulcer, the sphincter muscles around your esophagus, right? So that acid, right? So it be that inside of your stomach, although it is already acidic, even becomes more acidic. And also what happens also is that you have what you call fermentation and the buildup of flatulence, gas, and all these different type of things. So a good herb definitely to use is basically called the Patchouli herb. Patchouli is very effective when it comes for digestive issues. Patchouli and also your sweet basil, your ginger, these herbs are in a combination, excellent for digestive problems. All right, so if you already have an ulcer, you have to just ensure that you actually eat on time, eat as much liquid foods as possible, and make sure you chew your food properly before you actually swallow it. So you actually diminish the workload on the stomach. Give thanks. 451-934-9453-1730. Give thanks. Any questions from Instagram? No questions? Instagram people? YouTube people? No questions? Honorable Royal Goddess Rastafari, blessed love, my Lord, a real heart of love to you and your family and to your EABIC royal family. Rastafari live. Give thanks. KC, what can I take for abnormal thyroid? If you have an abnormal thyroid, that means that you need to actually stop stressing also. Okay, take it easy. Thyroid glands, the thyroid is responsible for regulating your metabolic rate. That means that it actually tells your physical structure how much glucose you have to begin to burn, how much you need, how much you don't need. You understand? And also it actually burns out your adrenal gland. So you have to ease off the stressing. That is, just stop stressing, stop fussing, stop worrying, stop living in that realm, so else you'll burn out your thyroid. And the herb you could use is what you call bladderwrack. BLADDERWHRACK. Bladderwrack, very rich in iodine, any iodine rich herb, but a bladderwrack is the king. Bladderwrack has more minerals than any other thing when it comes to thyroid function. You could use it internally. You could drink it as a tea. You could sprinkle in your peas, in your salad if you have the powder, and also you could do a poultice and even apply it externally for the treatment or for the upliftment of your thyroid. Mr. Nick Stop, how do I reverse diabetes? by beginning to love yourself. The spirit of a diabetic is stubbornness, right? The spirit of a diabetic is stubbornness, right? So stop being stubborn. Love yourself. Know the things that are detrimental to you and stop it. Okay? Right? Is peanut a good nut? Peanut is not really a nut. Peanut is a rhizome. It's not a nut. Peanut grows underneath the ground. That's why they call it ground nut. Not really a nut per se. It's a seed. Okay, so some people are allergic to it. If you are allergic to it, you can't eat it. Releasing adrenal gland can shed years of a life. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, that's why you get adrenaline, not epinephrine. Adrenaline, adrenal gland. All right, what to do to start weight loss? First and foremost, you have to just stop eating animal products, right? Just stop eating animal products. First step, just stop eating. Okay, stop milk and cheese first. Let's say you go for 7 days, you stop all dairy products, milk and cheese. Then afterwards, you stop all animal products. Everything with eyes, everything with teeth, everything with hairs, everything with blood, you stop it. Right? And then with that, you begin to combine exercise, physical movement, a little walk, some little vibes. And incorporate a lot of bladder rock. Bladder rock does help to stimulate your metabolism, help to stimulate the thyroid. So help you to actually burn up stored calories. Okay, so you could use bladder rock, you could use Irish moss. Definitely, that's excellent to actually help you to burn out excessive weight. And then you could begin to incorporate fasting. That means that once a strong, so probably every Friday, you start by fasting every Friday, then you do Monday and Friday, then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. So you begin to actually start fasting, So these little things that when it comes to weight loss are things that you have to begin to do. So start caring for yourself. Just care for yourself enough to begin to invest in yourself to do the things that you need to do to actually lose the weight. So care for yourself enough that you don't put things in your physical structure that's destructive for you. What's good for cysts in the kidney and liver? A very good herb for that, for cysts in the kidneys and liver. If you have to look for kidneys, you would say seed on the leaf, and liver, you would say king of the forest, what they call cassialata, right? Or milk thistle, but cassialata and seed on the leaf. 2 herbs, kidneys and liver. Very good for that. Okay, so stop drinking alcohol, no rum. And if you take drugs, stop it. Destroys both the kidneys and the liver. Genesis 86, I'm transitioning to a more plant-based eating lifestyle. What are some of the things you'd recommend to help help make this transition smoother and more effective? Understanding that you are doing it for you, not for anybody else, and you're not following a fad or fashion, right? Understand the reason why you are doing it. So you are not doing it because of you heard somebody say it, but you are doing it because you fully understand the benefits that you are getting for yourself. So what you are eating, what you are drinking, research it. Find out about it. So if you're drinking coconut water, find out about coconut water. What does it contain? It's good in high in potassium, high in iodine, high in zinc. So if you eat coconut jelly, you're talking about having, semi-digested proteins. You're talking about building up, plentiful aspects of your physical structure. Try to research, read upon what it is that you are doing. So when you do it with an understanding. You're not doing it because you are following anyone or trend. You are doing it because you understand it's good for you, and that is why you are doing it. So always have snacks, because whenever you feel like, because when you have a bad habit, you have a bad habit, you have to replace it with a good habit, right? So whatever types of food you like that's not good for you, you have to learn to create good snacks that are actually nutritious and healthy to actually take place of all the bad things that you actually used to consume. So you do it like that first, As you replace, then you become better and better, and don't be too hard on yourself. It's a step at a time, a day at a time. Still I rise. Good night, honorable priest. Give thanks. Questions. How to gain weight. Be happy. Natural solution for men. ED, please. Erectile dysfunction. Well, erectile dysfunction is all about, a lack of self-confidence. So if you have no erection, then you cannot have no direction. Also, poor circulation. If a man is nervous, how would he get an erection? A nervous man can't have an erection. How would you, If it is you have a gun at your head, you're gonna get an erection. No, you're not gonna get an erection. You're gonna be afraid for your life. If it is that you something is you're in danger and hurricane flying roof and all type of thing and you scared for your life, you won't get. So anxiety, nervousness is not good for erectile dysfunction. So you have to build up your confidence as a man, right? You could utilize herbs like carpenter bush, nooning roots. You could use calca. You could use medina. You could use demiana. You could use guabade. You could use bay leaf. You could use also sensitiva, what they call mimisa pudica. All these herbs that you could use to help with the circulation in the penis. So it will help you, your head, what they call it, head, ED. Okay. How to heal your womb. Go on our website. You have a product called the Womb Cleanser or that. Blessed Love Honorable, what remedy do you have for head cold, mucus in the head? Definitely you should do a nice nasal steam with gully root. Get the gully root, boil the water with the roots inside of it, and do a nice nasal steam with animal, what they call guinea hen weed. Excellent. And stop eating dead animals. Stop anything with eyes and teeth and blood. Anything that wants to live or anything that runs away when you try to eat it. If the thing is running away because you want to kill it, man, come on, leave it alone. So it's not like the trees and the fruits that fall down just so that you could eat it. And then afterwards you go and poop in the bush or something and then the tree grow again. Big up honorable manners and respect, give thanks. Rastafari. Bang, 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 bang. What about treating anxiety? Anxiety, first and foremost, in the treatment of anxiety, you have to begin to replace poor me thoughts with good me thoughts. So if you have 100 poor me thoughts, start to have 100 good me thoughts. And you say, oh boy, why me? Why these things? Say, oh, give thanks, man. I'm glad that I could have been in such a position to actually go through this procedure, and I give thanks that for the powers of the Most High, I'll be victorious. Take a deep breath. So whenever it is that the spirit of negativity and the spirit of being overwhelmed come in, take a deep breath. So anxiety leads to depression. Depression leads to bipolar and schizophrenia. So try to make sure that you could actually control your thoughts. Replace negative thoughts with positive thoughts. So whenever you begin to feel negative, do your best to get a positive thoughts. How do you regulate prolonged periods with massive clots? Use bay leaf or St. John's bush. That'll help you immensely. Bay leaf or St. John's bush. What to use to grow thicker hair? Use castor oil. Anxiety equals marijuana. Okay. Rosemary for thicker hair. Give thanks, my Lord. Fire 7. Anxiety for kids. Patchouli bush. Also, you could use patchouli bush. You could use soursop leaf. You could also use vervine. And of course, you could use ganja. Okay. Any tips on eczema? Yes, caller, blessed. Yes, I'm hearing you. Go ahead. Yeah, hair is low. All right, give thanks. You could hang up the phone now. I'll answer you. Shoulder pain. The brother is asking about shoulder pain on the line. So for shoulder pain, what? No more. Let me put down that number for our Instagram callers again. Instagram callers, man. Come on. Spend some money with us. Give us a call. Oh, we've not had any call for from our Facebook line and those from our YouTube line. Please, as the technician is saying that when you call, please just, if you call in, please 451, it's 17584, okay, it's 41758 451. I don't know what's happening here, man. It's like, I don't understand what's happening. Okay, let's give it to them again. 1758 451 9349. There you go. Those of you who want to give us a call on Instagram, definitely give us a call. And I'm gonna give you the other number also. 1758-453-1730. Bam. Give thanks. So for shoulder pain, drink plenty more water. Use stinging nettle also. Drink stinging nettle tea like 3 times a day. Like about let's say 3 tablespoons of chopped stinging nettle to a cup of hot water. And drink that a cup of stinging nettle tea 3 times a day. Must massage the shoulder definitely with warm castor oil and cayenne pepper powder. Very excellent. Or you could cut an aloe leaf in half, warm it over some steam, and use it to massage the shoulder. Excellent. Right? So the number to call is 1758-451-9349, 1758-453-1730. Yes, it is what you call Zoti. Alright, so Bobo Royalty. Say blessed. Give thanks, Bobo Royalty, my Lord. Honorable Priest Shimran. Give thanks. Alright, what can I use for anxiety for your son? I just said what we could use. You could use patchouli, you could use soursop leaf, you could use ganja. Okay? And when you call, try to keep the volume of your TV a bit low so we don't get any feedback. Do you sell CMOS? If so, ship to the US. Yes, we do sell CMOS. You could also, definitely, we do sell CMOS. Greetings from Barcelona, my Lord. Blessed love, honorable. You could just send me a DM. I'll guide you where to get it. Hey there, what can be used for vertigo? Use vervine, blue vervine, excellent. Eczema, you could bathe with cerasee bush, cerasee leaf. Bathe with a tea of the cerasee leaf, excellent for the eczema. Avoid all dairy products. Always a pleasure listening to your edification. Give thanks, honorable. Blessed love, any help on the removal of fibroids? What we have for fibroids is basically a 21-day program that you utilize specifically using 3 of the female packages plus some nutritional guidelines. Greetings on this grand evening, Honorable Priest, Toronto, Canada. Give thanks. Blessed love, I want to thank you for blessing I and the people with your time and wisdom. More life, more blessings to you and your family. Give thanks for life. Does he need to use the ganja leaves with the flower for diabetes? I mean, diabetes helps with everything, The green juice for diabetics would be better. It helps to cleanse their taste buds. The green juice. Don't cook it. Just blend it and strain it and give it to him to drink. Where can I purchase the raspberry herb? Melissa Designs. Where are you contacting from? If you're in St. Lucia, it grows wild in St. Lucia. It's in the mountain. You could get at Liberty. If online, akimpierre.com, richsoulfoods.com, definitely. What time is it right now? It's 7:53. We have 7 more minutes before the hour of 8 o'clock. Can I tell me which products again you have for fibroids? The female package, the super female package, excellent for the fibroids. Okay. What's your thought on smartphone radiation? I mean, everything radiates, You just have to be careful with all them different things. The TV radiation is just like heat from the not so smart. These phones, they are very smart for sure. From the phones to the iPads to the laptops to the TV to the refrigerator, all these different things there. So just do your best, to abstain from it as much as possible and consume lots of oxidant-rich foods, fresh vegetables, fresh fruits, full of antioxidants to help to pick up all these free radicals. I want everyone to help me say thank you to Honorable Priest for blessing us with knowledge and wisdom, strong in and strong out. Okay, give thanks, Honorable Priest. Swan Adrian, I did that with you. Yes, you can get a red raspberry plant if you're in St. Lucia. Give thanks, Honorable. Gratitude for you caring enough to share your wisdom. Yes, I care about you because I care about so I care. I do care about myself. I'm a man that would say, well, I do care about myself. I care. I care about myself enough, and every day, I can still care better. Yes, caller, blessed. Oh, give thanks. Is that crystal clear? The what? Oh, you're in Canada. Okay, all right. Yeah, well, we have people in Canada that you get it from. The answer is that product will help to stop the excessive bleeding, and also we have the female package. Okay, and most times, yeah, you could get it from akimpierre.com. Is right there in Vancouver, or richsoulfood.com. Now you'll get it within a day or so. But people with fibroids also have traumas. You know that, right? So 80% of of people with fibroids are people who have gone through some level of trauma. So, and it actually passes on from generation to generation. So whatever it is, that fibroids is basically a leiomyoma, tumor that grows in the womb, and it is caused by what you call estrogen dominance. That means that you are producing an excessive amount of the female hormone estrogen, right? So it is literally causing tumors to grow within the muscles of your womb and inside of your womb and wherever else around the womb area. So the problem, the fibroids, is basically a symptom of hormonal imbalance, a symptom of estrogen dominance, because 80% of women who have fibroids eventually develop breast cancer or uterine cancer or one of these other types of cancers, because all of them are still linked to estrogen. Okay, so even before you actually order any product, it is very important to just free up yourself, forgive yourself for any past experiences that you might be holding against your own self, so at least your children themselves can be free. Because if you don't free yourself as a parent, then it passes down through the generations. And whatever bad experience that you might have had, mind you, your children will have the same experience, because you have not resolved that past trauma. So it is important, ease off yourself from these traumas, embrace yourself completely, love yourself completely, care for yourself enough to forgive yourself, stop blaming yourself, and then you could go and get the female package and get the answer and get the guidelines that you could actually follow physically to demonstrate that physical self-care. Okay, my sister? Oh, give thanks. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean the answer, one of our products called the answer, that will help exceedingly well with the excessive bleeding. Or if they are if they can get periwinkle, the herb periwinkle, that will help to stop that also. And they could also use the herb red raspberry, the red raspberry leaf, extremely rich in iron. You will use it. Normally whatever that you need is right growing right there. That's like a iron infusion. Because if you bleeding too heavily, you'd have to replace the iron that you lose all the time, and it helps to actually get the womb tighter. Okay, it's what you call um, they have a word for it, but pardon me, it will come to my heavens just now. So just begin that process, beloved, and remember that when you take care of you, you're taking care of your children. So start on yourself. Don't even focus on the children. Just as soon as you take care of yourself, your children automatically falls in line. All right. Yeah, the leaf. You could blend the leaf and do a green juice with the leaf, or you could make a tea with it. So you could literally just take out the green leaves. It has thorns, right? So you have to be careful. All right. So you could just blend it with some ginger, or some seeded lime or some lemon juice or something, and blend it so at least it have whatever, and you drink it as a green juice. Excellent, excellent, excellent. It's called an astringent. That's the word, astringent. So it stops. Yes. Okay. Give thanks, blessed love. You're welcome. Give thanks for calling all the way from Canada. Love, blessed. Royal Maroons, man. Long time I don't have a Royal Maroons, man, from England, man. You there, man. You Royal Maroons, man. I pray everything good with you. that you in Africa and doing awesome. Okay, I think it's time for an intercession. You have a call? Let's take a call for that intercession. Yeah, caller, blessed. You could use Faidouvant. Faidouvant. Use Faidouvant for diabetics. Faidouvant. Yeah, Faidouvant. Douvant. Faidouvant. Makadi. Non, ça, c'est là qu'a fait mon mal et puis. Hein? La prière m'a oui pour oui. Hein? Okay, alright. Yeah. Yes. Not the mal pour oui, the Faidouvant. Alright. Give thanks. Okay, alright. You see how that just calling a herb one name and calling another name could actually bring out a different kind of property of the herb. The herbs are alive. Don't believe like you could just go and parasite and just pick up from the herbs and believe like the herbs do have energy. The herbs are alive. Yes, caller, blessed. Caller, blessed. Well, we have a product that has been very successful with our clients. It's called the Answer. Also in treating people with the COVID-19 and also preventing people from actually suffering as bad as people would normally suffer. It's called the Answer. It's an immune system enhancer, and it's a product that we have had for almost a decade. It's the same thing that we use for chikungunya and Zika and all these other conditions. But it has been very effective in assisting clients that came in from overseas or people that are even right here in St. Lucia, people in household with the COVID and all these things. That the Answer have actually been of great assistance. In fact, we have even written to the CMO and the Minister of Health and the Prime Minister about it. The CMO did respond, but we've not heard from anything more from the two other offices to see whether they're going to make the Answer mandatory. Give thanks. Yes, I mean, I don't know. Okay, right. Yeah, give thanks, caller. Yeah, they could. I mean, you could make the Answer mandatory. I mean, look, all them people are making their vaccine mandatory and making how much money, off the poor people. Now, how many billions profit Pfizer made last quarter, just because the vaccine is mandatory. Should make the Answer mandatory. Every St. Lucian supposed to have an Answer to boost up the immune system, so the hospitals won't get full up. Yes, caller, blessed. Honorable, give thanks, man. Throwing up blood? Well, I don't know why they're throwing up the blood. I don't know what they have ulcers, what they have diabetic, hypertensive. Huh? I don't know, but I don't know. There will be plenty reasons why someone is actually throwing up blood. Is the blood bright red? Yeah, so if it's bright red, that means that it's coming from the upper GI. If it's dark, that means that it's coming from lower, so it's already beginning to clot. So there'll have to be something happening down there. If you have like a primary care physician, it'd be good that you allow. Have you taken them to see their primary care physician? And what happened? It's still going on? And what happened? But what happened? Are they doing better? All right, give thanks. Well, I mean, being in that type of condition, it's good to have all the information to know how to actually give you some sound advice. A good herb that's as good as an antiemetic would be probably a basil, a ginger, a patchouli. These herbs, they would help to calm down a lot. And also cannabis. Cannabis does stop vomiting, especially with people that are taking chemotherapy and all these different type of things. So Just keep in contact with your primary care physician to ensure that. Okay, give thanks. Love, man. Bless it. Yes, 1758-451-9349, 1758-453-1730. The brother called about an elderly that was vomiting blood, so I was just giving them some information. Blessed love, they want to promote the pharmacy, FARMERCSEE, because they want the pharmacy to grow, if you know what I mean. Okay, all right. So definitely, brethren, you know what they're doing. I mean, come on, they should just make the answer mandatory. Yes, caller, blessed. Honorable, give thanks. 4-year-old boy. Yeah, I'm listening to you. So that is okay. What the sister is saying is that she has a 4-year-old boy and his hands is always on his penis. Is the foreskin out or is it covering the foreskin? So right now it's cut. Okay, so most times it comes from infections within inside of that, and so and irritations. Yeah, so you have an infection there. So what you could do is just always ensure that that area there is thoroughly cleaned. And probably you could use a mixture. If you have, right now marijuana is legal in St. Lucia. Okay, so you could get your little 30 grams, and probably you could heat up a bit of coconut oil or castor oil, and you could, add some of the cannabis into it, and then you don't fry it, you just keep it on the low heat to actually extract some of the active phytochemicals from the cannabis, and then you strain it off and you use that to apply around the top rim of the penis. And after he bathes, make sure when he bathes he thoroughly cleans himself properly. You do that proper. And always keep that area dry, and after you dry it, then you apply the oil, so the oil will help to keep off moisture from there to prevent infection. All right. Yeah, if you have the real oil, you can use that. Okay, give thanks. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, you see, before the cycle, well, the sister is saying that, strong before her period, she gets an infection. After her period is gone. What happens before a woman gets a cycle is that she literally begins to be under a good amount of stress. So your physical structure is going under trauma. So your cycle, so the inner lining of your womb is literally breaking off, and then you are actually shedding off at either lining, and you are bleeding. So it's traumatic. It's a traumatic experience. So you have an abrupt change also in the hormonal consistency within your physical structure. So what happens is that your immune system is more suppressed. All right. So as your immune system is more suppressed, then you could have yeast infections. You could have any more of this. That's why a lot of women, they get things just before their period, just before their cycles, even like herpes, if they have HSV1, they get breakouts just before their cycle, right? Just because of that suppressed immune system just before that cycle. So what you do now, before your cycle start to come, what you do now, you start to drink probably your vervine, your gully root, or what you call a guinea hen weed, or your feuille du vent, your stinging nettle, your red raspberry. So 7 days before your cycle, you start to prepare your physical structure to boost up your immune system, raise up your iron levels, right? So don't wait for the infection to come. What you do is that you start to attack it even before it comes, right? Yeah, it's excellent. Yeah, answer is good. Okay. You're welcome, love. Blessed. Give thanks for life and a mighty life. Do you have another call, or can I take an intercession now? Okay, I think I can take an intercession now. And then when we come again, one more intercession before we actually close off for the night. So those of you who want to actually ask us a question on Instagram, you could go ahead and do that. As we take an intercession, when we come again, we definitely will continue. Self-care. Blessed. Yes. You make cannabis oils plenty ways, man. My Lord, when I listen to you, it really, what really and truly makes I feel like crying for real. Love always. Honorable Royal Goddess, Rastafari. Give thanks, Honorable Empress. I pray that it is tears of joy that the eyes, is crying, Make sure that you cry these tears of joy. Tears of joy. We want you to cry tears of joy. We don't want you to be sad, Honorable Empress. Give thanks. Just make sure that all the tears you cry is tears of joy. Bless your heart. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. I want to know what to do about sciatica. Blessed love, the volume is low tonight. The volume is low. I don't know, Honorable. The volume is low. Probably I don't know why the volume is low. Eminent grace. Blessed love, we give thanks for life and a mighty life giver. We have about 15 minutes before we close tonight. Yes. So we are going to take our final line of calls. Once Instagram, we only had how many? We had about 3 people from Instagram calling. The majority of people were right here from St. Lucia. Let me put down these numbers here again for my Instagram family. My people in St. Lucia, let's be very happy when they hear you call, and bless us up, so I mean, come on, let us. And when you call the line, make sure that you send a blessings to the people of St. Lucia, and because you just be live on national television. So at the end of the day, when you call off Instagram on the line that I'm putting there, make sure that you bless the people of St. Lucia also, because you are not just speaking to Priest Kailash, you will be live on air also when you actually call. Yes, caller, blessed. Give thanks. That's it, sister. How are you doing? Where are you calling from, you said? Okay, give thanks. What you'd have to do, definitely you have to increase your zinc, the amount of zinc that you actually take in, your zinc, your calcium, and also your selenium. So this is also, apart from, it could be some kind of a other type of fungal infection or something, but primarily these are also signs of deficiencies. So boost up your zinc, your selenium, also your potassium, your calcium levels. Definitely that will assist you. So you could use herbs like bladderwrack. You know what bladderwrack is? Yeah, use the bladderwrack. Okay, use the bladderwrack a lot. And the bladderwrack, you could also use more of the sea moss. That'll be excellent also. And also you could do a wash. You could literally, if you know what they call the anamu, what they call the guinea hen weed, it's a very good antiseptic. You should write it down. Anamu. Or what you do, you could just DM me and I'll give you the guide, right? So the anamu, you could do a nice hand wash with it at least once a week, right? And if you get some 100% cannabis oil, 100% cannabis oil extract, you put it right at the roots of the nails, right here. I think look at the cuticle, right in the area coming where the nail actually come off here. So you internally you boost up your your zinc, your selenium, your calcium, and you can even boost up your potassium also. But keep your that area very clean. You could clean it if you're gully root tea, nice and warm, and then you dry it thoroughly, and then you apply cannabis oil. Okay? Cannabis, ganja, marijuana oil. Yeah, cannabis. Cannabis. I'm not English, sorry. Canna, cannabis, bis. Sorry, cannabis. Yes, marijuana oil. Yes, beloved, that's what you do, Lisa. But I said other things also, you know, so just send a direct message and I'll type it for you. All right, my sister. Thank you very much for calling. You're welcome, beloved. Love, give thanks. Yes, we definitely give thanks for life and the mighty life giver. Give thanks for all those of you lovely people. Yes, caller, blessed. Yeah, man, Rastafari, give thanks. What to them? Yeah, Cassialata, king of the forest. Cassialata. Right, so for the liver spot, what you do is that you use the green leaves to actually bathe with it. Scrub your skin until all the green juice come out, and then you use about 21 leaves to a 1.5 liter of hot water. You allow it to infuse. So can make it. You put hot water on the leaves in the night in a pot. You allow it to cool down through the night, and in the morning you pour it in a glass bottle and you drink it through the morning hours every day for 7 days. And afterwards, take a laxative. Huh? Your male sperm count or the male sperm count? Well, I mean, if you want to improve your sperm count, a simple thing like just stop wearing tight underwears is very important. The hotter the testicles are, that kills the sperm. All right, so avoid hot baths. In fact, it is very good to actually take a nice sit down into nice cold water, ice cold water. It helps to stimulate sperm production. Foods rich in zinc, very good to boost up your sperm, like your sticking nettle, like Spanish needle, okay, and also drink plenty of sea moss and eat just lots of young coconut jelly. All right, love, man, give thanks. Yes, caller, blessed. Yes, honorable, hell is low. Yes, you live on television, go ahead. No, we don't have an office in town. We don't see people in town. We have a yeah, yeah. You live on TV, you know, but everybody hearing you. Yeah, and not me alone. Everybody in St. Lucia hearing you. Yes, on Jeremy Street, opposite the old fire station. On Jeremy Street, opposite the old fire station. Yes, my brother. Yes, you live. You live on air. Okay, take care. Yeah, for both man and woman. If you're talking about to increase your potency, definitely we have that also. We are open from 8 o'clock until 5. You're welcome, my brother. Give thanks. Yes, definitely we give thanks for life and the mighty life giver. We've had a wonderful evening. We give thanks for all those of you beautiful people who have actually called. You know, I agree. Can you exhibit a few of the herbs on one of your shows, Honorable? I cannot. I mean, I have a book written called the Herbal Manual. So you could just have the Herbal Manual on your table while it is that I am live, so you could actually see the herbs. Manfi. Yes, caller, blessed. Lower the volume of your TV, please. Yeah, go ahead. Yes, go ahead, Honorable. Yes, I'm hearing you. Go ahead. Uh-huh. I'll make sure that by Tuesday at Liberty you have your Spanish needle, okay? I don't know about the cost, but I know that you'll get it there. Okay? I will do that. Okay. Yeah, love, give thanks. Rastafari. The herbal manual is available on priskelash.com, akimpia.com, richsoulfood.com, any of these .coms. Definitely you would find that available there. My lord, I brought the answer, but the best remedy for Aprida is what? We have a product called the Pure Gold. And use the answer, man. Yeah, use the answer together. Yeah, that'll help you. I think we lost that caller. We have about 9 more minutes before we close. Lola C, blessed love. How is the eye doing? Joseph Fatal, blessed love. Pupa 45, send me a message, man, direct message. I'll tell you how to organize the ganja oil, you know. What's the easiest way to make cannabis oil? Just send me a message, info@priskelash.com. All right, humble servant, blessed love. What can I take for breast cysts? The herbal manual is $110 EC. Okay? All right. Yeah, 110 EC. Yes, humble servant, blessed love. What can I take for breast cysts? Use bladder rock. Bladder rock, bladder rock. Blessed love, please, what bush can my empress take while pregnant? Red raspberry intermittently. Patchouli, excellent. Blessed love, the volume is very... Okay, no. Volume is high. If you don't care enough to care for yourself, you are saying you do not deserve your life. If you cannot see value in self, how do you see value in others? Give thanks for this teaching. Oh, give thanks. Some ultimate nutrition. Give thanks for bringing it forward like that. Honorable. Self-love and self-care. Self-care is the foundation here. Blessed love, honorable. Sakafet. Corona battery mono, diabetes catry mono, cancer, epi high blood pressure. Our local dandelion is called Dos Blanc. That's our local Dos Blanc. Dos Blanc. Dos Blanc. Dos Blanc. Like Dos. Yeah. Okay, give thanks. Love. D Will, what can I use for water retention in your ears? Warm up some castor and push it and drop it in the air and block it if you're cotton cloth. Work up some other castor and put it in your air and block it if you're cotton swab. What herbs are good for kids to boost their immune system? Kids are goats, you know. Young goats are called kids. I'm not a vet, you know. I'm not a vet. Alright? So I don't deal with kids. You know, goats, little goats are called kids. Okay. What can we take to detox from CVAX? Get the Cassialata, get the blood, the free up blood detox, and get the free up laxative, and go on some activated charcoal. Bam, 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 bam. Is that all? Okay. So our time is coming on to a finishing. Definitely, we give thanks for life. We shouldn't call our children kids, not at all. Yes, caller, blessed. Yes, honorable. What's that? Oh. Kidney problem is serious problem and thing. It's not like we need to see the blood works, we need to see how far it is, what stage it is, whatever it is before we even actually tell you anything to do. Alright? So give us a WhatsApp or something. So what to do? Give me a WhatsApp us on our WhatsApp number 1758 722 3660. Okay, 722 3660. Okay. All right. Give thanks. Yeah, love man. Give thanks. Rastafari. Yes. So anyone who if you have any questions, I didn't answer your question, you could just direct message it. We just check for we have people who check for your message and respond to your message. Make sure. So any message you have, you could just send that message to us live. All those of you who are with us this evening, I give thanks. All those of you who join us, everyone who actually called. Remember, the message for the evening was self-care. Care enough for yourself that you love yourself. You understand? So if you can't care for yourself, how are you going to love yourself? Give thanks, Anik. I hope that you are well and taking good care of yourself. You know you deserve the best, right? You are a special woman, eh? You know you deserve the best, so make sure you take care of yourself, Anik. Work queen, I'm going to DM you. All right, okay. Give thanks. Bang, bang, bang. Any other thing that you want to say? Any blessings? Any greetings? Yes, caller. Final call. Blessed. Yes, hell is low. Give thanks. Oh, okay, love. Give thanks. Give thanks, love. Love. Give thanks, Lisa. Yeah. So, Lisa, as I told you earlier on, the red raspberry is the best thing for rising blood hemoglobin. The red raspberry that grows right in your yard, that's the best thing. This will boost up the hemoglobin quickly. And use the periwinkle or get our product called the Answer to stop the excessive bleeding in a rush. All right. Give thanks for all those of you that were with us this evening. Give thanks for those of you on Facebook, streaming on live on Calabash, Facebook, Calabash TV. Also, those of you who were live on YouTube, those people live on Instagram. Give thanks for all those beautiful people who were with us and who actually called. Yes, Wisdom Pearl from Canada, give thanks. All those of you that were with us, we do glorify your presence and we do honor the presence and we do care about you and we do care about your children and your children's children and your children's children. All love and prosperity, peace divine. If you did not get your question answered, or I promise to give you some further information, definitely you could direct message us or send us an email at info@priestkailash.com. Give thanks for all those of the eye and the eye. Keep on caring for yourself. Keep on loving yourself, because believe me, the world outside is a terrible world, man. So the people that you feel that might care, they don't care because they don't even care about themselves. Don't be suicidal, Please don't be suicidal. Please just check about yourself. Don't be suicidal. Love yourself. Focus on yourself. Do the simple little things that actually, help to boost up yourself. Congrats, honorable, to you and your family and new life. Hugs to Jaja. Welcome him to the realms of life. Sila. Selassie. Jah. Rastafari. Melotrio, thanks for calling this evening. It's always wonderful to hear your divine voice. Goddess Utopia, love. Larry Chimi. Whoa, thank you so much. All right, give thanks for all those of you who are giving thanks. I do care about the I&M, and I do pray that the Creator, keep on blessing the I&M and giving the I&M vision and prosperity, longevity, wellness. Give thanks. Yes, honorable, give thanks, my people in St. Lucia, heart of love. Till we meet again coming Sunday on Food of 7, where we don't only feed you with the physical food, but also with the spiritual food. Remember, Livity is open up on Jeremy Street with all your ITAL foods and all the things you need to uplift your physical structure. Blessed love. Give thanks. Give thanks. Instant gram. Rastafari.